viewers, what I don't like doing is apologizing. Because I feel if you know how to do the right thing, you don't come and apologize. But I'm back again to apologize because my cameraman didn't have good settings. But I pray to God that I do my next minutes correctly. So let me know. Our discussion is still on in-laws.
Right.
Every wife needs privacy. Every husband needs privacy. Don't forget, you are still an individual in the marriage. My wife is an individual.
But
so there are things I say. If she's not ready for it, I leave it there. Even if it's important. There's a marriage ceremony in our family house. And I'm going. And as a matter of fact, she's part of my nuclear family. She should follow me to the extended family. We wake up in the morning, we are going for the traditional marriage, the engagement. He says, I don't feel like going out. What do I do? Force her to go?
No.
And unfortunately, when I get to the marriage grounds, the first question is, where's your wife? You know what they're asking? But they attended her own.
So
they're expecting her to come. But she didn't feel to come. Then I'm not going to sit there and talk to my mother. Mommy, this thing with my wife, I don't know. When I was coming, I told her, let's come. But she said she's not ready to come. What have I done? What have I done?
You've just sold your wife
I am
out.
going there to, when I get down, no. My first question is my wife here? They say she's not here. I say, yeah, I'm dead. You know I promised her that I'll pick her before coming. So she shouldn't move so that we can come with one car.
But Counselor, how many men will do this for
Because every man, if you want to be a husband, you have to learn how to lie. What runs the world is lie. And that lie is not called a lie. It is part of marriage. It's a mystery. So like I was telling you, and your nice question you asked, most women will want their mother-in-law to come because they have delivered. What do you want your mother to come and do for you when you deliver?
To take care of you, perhaps.
In what way? Clean you up?
The baby?
Clean whose baby? Whose baby, girl? My wife has gone to... Look. My wife was in labor. And I delivered the child at home. Yes. My two kids, I delivered them at home. But I needed to retain placenta and get vitamin K. So I took her to the hospital. Ideally, the first person that must know that my wife has been taken to the hospital, should it be my mother or my wife's mother? Just try. If you win.
That's your wife's mother.
So when I'm taking my wives to the hospital, the first person that must know should be my wife's mother.
Exactly.
That is wrong. We have to learn.
Why is it wrong?
I am taking somebody's daughter who I've gotten married to the hospital.
Right.
The best person that must pray for a survivor first is my mother. Sorry, my voice is gone. I don't have connection with my mother-in-law.
Right.
Because last week I taught you here that between you and me as your husband and my mother, who is the law? Your mother is my mother-in-law. Right. So who is the law? You are the law. Exactly. The only way I can operate with the mother-in-law is through the law.
Right.
So when I'm carrying my wife to the hospital, I
mom.
don't have the right to call my mother-in-law. Okay. I have the right to call my mother.
Your mom.
The people who can talk in equality is my mother and my mother-in-law.
Okay.
They don't have any law. They are family who agreed to give their son and daughter. So immediately I tell my mother, I'm taking my wife to the hospital right now to the labor ward, to so and so hospital. And he says, okay, I will inform her mother. If my wife is conscious and active, she needs to tell her mother or tell her siblings. Then they will inform their mother.
Okay.
But it's not my duty. You get it?
I do.
So the managing of an in-law inside and outside the house, we have lost it.
Right.
So wives relate with mother-in-laws as if they are their co-equal. Sons relate with mother-in-laws as if they are their sons. I am not a son of my father-in-law. So my father-in-law cannot pick a toothpick and call me to come because he wants to remove his teeth. Who born dog? When my wife tells me the father is looking for me, I don't go. If my wife, there's conflict, and my wife goes to report me to my father-in-law, my father-in-law can never call me for a meeting.
But why?
In what capacity? No, in what capacity? If there's anything beyond him and he wants to address, he can only address it through my parents.
Right.
They have that platform. I am a son-in-law and not a son. If she wants anything, through my wife.
Okay.
So there's funeral in my house. We've lost my auntie. And we are supposed to go and tell my in-laws. Yes. It is a process. We follow the process. It's not my wife who go and tell her my auntie, my miklu. No. It is just an ESA. Mommy,
but you
my husband and the family will want to come home to announce the demise of their auntie. When should they come? When there's a funeral in my wife's house, they send delegation with drink, toffee to come and announce to me.
I see.
It's not telephone service. No. It's not my wife is telling me that my auntie we've lost my auntie and we're going for funeral and this coming Saturday. So I want to tell you so that we can go together. No. I'm going there as what? When I land at the funeral grounds, their in-law is at the funeral grounds and every chair that is finished must be provided for me. So when you are delivered and you say, my wife can look at my face and say, yes, I remember one of my children, I think it was, I don't know which of the women, but one of my children, the first time, when she was pregnant, at 7th month, and I made it clear. I said, so have you finished arrangement with your mom when you deliver? I know, she was shocked. Because my mother was so excited with her pregnancy. Anytime my mother sees her, you can see that she's happy you are going to give us a grandchild. So my mother is yearning to come and bath. I hope my wife is not watching. I went straight to my mother and told my mother, the way you are coming close to my wife with this child, I hope you are not thinking you are the one come to bath the child. I told my mother straight.
And she didn't find it offensive?
From who?
Because some parents will actually find that
who is
offensive.
Talking to that woman? That's why I say the question is, who manages the in-law in-house and out of the house? I am managing my mother, not an in-law.
Okay.
The voice of my wife in the ears of my mother is so heavy, precious, respectful. It's not a common voice. If my mother calls me on my line, she will call and the son is busy. My mother will call me. I'm not picking because I'm from here. It will take her more than 78 hours before she can ring my wife's line. Yes. Not like this common in-law business.
Yeah.
They call your husband once. He doesn't pick, no.
Then they call you.
Then they call your wife. Hello, yes. 11, that's not it. Your mother. I've been calling your husband since morning, he's not picking.
Right.
You are the one that when you talk, your husband hears. Tell your husband to me too, I'm the mother. What do you mean by that? If you are calling your son, he's not picking, is it the problem of your wife?
Sometimes they call you, you don't also pick, and then that also becomes a very
because not by force to pick my mother's call. Is it by force? Why did they make missed call? Why did a white man create missed call on the phone? Is it not to miss a call to return?
Yeah.
This mystery of in-laws. They are the reason why marriages are not working. And we are the reason why it's not working because we don't know how to relate with them.
Counselor, at what stage should all these things that you are saying come to play? Is it from the dating process or when you go for counseling before marriage?
But when you are dating, you are not an in-law.
This discussion we're talking about, the fact that
when you have not found any man to love you, I say the lectures I'm giving, it is not a lecture to a wife.
Okay.
It's not a lecture to a husband. This thing I'm doing now is a lecture to human beings. And it is applicable when it is relevant to you.
So should couples have this conversation before they get married?
They are not couples, so they can't have this conversation. But Lebene is not married. Ike is not married. Josephine watching me is not married. But she's hearing what I'm saying as an individual. So before she lands in the marriage, she has fair knowledge of what I'm saying.
Okay.
Now it's time to use what you had.
What of those who are already in the marriage?
It is now. So they didn't know.
For the first time.
They didn't know. And they are hearing it. Adjustment is preferable than death. So you're watching me right now. You didn't know that you're not supposed to be a best friend to your mother-in-law.
Right.
You didn't know that you're supposed to share the same bowl with your mother-in-law. You didn't know that it is wrong to bring your mother-in-law after having your child. But you're hearing Counselor saying something irritating, annoying. Adjust. Look.
I want to ask this question. How do you adjust without creating some sort of friction?
Every adjustment brings friction and discomfort.
Okay.
So create a discomfort. Now watch this. We are treating how to manage an in-law in-house out of the house.
Yeah.
And remember, the preamble is that you are an in-law because your bride price have been paid. And in-laws as a result of husbands and wives. And we had a nice video that gave us clarity of a woman who did something that looks strange to live in it. But I hope by the close of day, your mind has been expanded.
Right.
Live in it, what the woman did, you do the same. You know that? My wife does the same thing to me. Yes, I know. I'm very happy about what she does.
Through a different means,
but she's the same thing.
Okay.
My wife has a bowl for me.
And she says prayers before she serves you.
Whatever she says in the bowl, you have a sponge that washed my bowl. So all this idolization my wife is doing for me as a king, is it not because she wants me to enjoy my husbandship so that she become a queen?
Right.
So if somebody has to remove a red panty and put on jollof, it's not even plain rice, jollof.
Probably to give it more color.
You are smart. Or to release a certain scent that the man is used to. Because you see, we like licking. I like licking. So if you are licked well, and the same place you go and lick, they drop a pan from there on the rice for you. Why are you praying against it? And that is what we are saying, that based on these little things that every wife needs to do, be careful who you release into your kitchen. And we discussed that. Lebanon says, you deliver a child and you want your mother-in-law to come and assist you take care of yourself and her grandchild. And I'm saying it is wrong. And she just said, I'm saying begin to adjust. He says, how do you adjust without creating conflict? Hear me. The elephant, not kukurudu. I mean elephants. Your Excellency, Nada Adodamko Akufo-Addo. When we say elephant, you think it's MVP. I'm talking about elephant, not kukurudu. Because a boy was asked to describe elephant, and he said kukurudu. Listen to me. The elephant and the lion, who looks big in the forest?
The elephant.
So why is the lion the leader of the forest?
Okay.
It is because there is a setback. There is a wrong mental disorder in the mind of the elephant. Anytime the elephant sees the lion coming, he says, "Shoba." You see the lion coming. All he knows is that he's coming to chew you. He wants to use me for a lunch. Then the elephant will run away. While the trunk of the elephant can squeeze the lion and kill the lion. But the myopic thinking, the shading of the mind has made the elephant believe that the whole duty of the lion is to chew animals. So once I don't want him to chew me, I don't go through his path. So you're watching me. You are struggling because of your mother-in-law.
Right.
But you don't want to change. Every Christmas, you buy 5x5 rice. You buy 10 liter of oil. You buy 1 pack of tin tomatoes. You buy mackerel. You buy Hollandaise. You buy scarf. You buy water. You buy low sugar drink to your mother-in-law and add money, 2,000 every year.
Counselor, is it wrong to do that?
Hear me. Your mother-in-law believes that what you are bringing is from the family, but it's from you. Who sent you?
Okay.
No, who sent you? Let me know. Now, who sent you?
So it should come
My
from...
wife is married to me, and it's Christmas. We must go and take care of my mother. So why is it your duty? And none that you don't have, it's becoming confusion. I shared a story with you of a lady I love so much who gave my mother birthday cake, and I broke up with her that day.
Exactly.
She didn't understand it. She's married now, living with her husband. I don't mean to say whether she's living happily with her husband. I don't say those things again. She's living with her husband. It took her 5 years after marriage to understand what I said. Why? Is it by force to give your mother-in-law a Christmas gift? If there's a gift from the family, the gift should come from Mr. and Mrs. Luthor too, and me. What I do is this. When I'm going to give my mother a Christmas gift, I don't go. I send my wife. That's all. I shared with you last week that when I went to my mother's house and she's cooking for me, I check my wife is hungry or not. If she's not hungry, we don't eat. Because I don't want to lay a table in the presence of my enemy. As my cup, I want it to run over, but not to run over with insult to my wife. Because immediately I go and start eating what my wife is not ready to eat, then I've been laid a table in the presence of my enemy. Who is my enemy? My wife. Why she become my enemy? Because my mother now is going to speak. And now, at the end of the day, see Ukraine now. One person obedino. And one I'm meditating the son and then when you're a doctor. Min kumira. Min kumwo. Ben kuimiana me kaya. Me kuimiana me pi. My mother even doesn't have the right that when we get to her house, she tells my wife to grind pepper for me. I remember one time my mother did it. And I took the pepper to grind it. Oh yes. Apparently I went to my mother says she doesn't have grounded pepper. Yeah, she thought only black pepper. So immediately told my wife, "Oh, will and talk she turn akpo. Like your husband wants grounded pepper."
Right.
So ground 4. Before my mother said ground 4, I've taken the Eddie Webbo and I'm grinding myself. Then she's standing and saying that you are looking at your husband grinding pepper. I say yes. Because her dress is not pepper grinding dress. I'm very stupid with my wife. I'm telling you.
But how many men? I keep on asking this. How many men? Probably we're all getting it wrong. How many men will act the same way for their wives? Because
they don't know what marriage is. It's a mystery. And that's what some of us, after going to school, will teach them.
Exactly.
Because listen, they lay me a table in the presence of my enemy. Listen to me. I remember those days before I got married to my wife. No one were married the first early years. To be honest with you, I can't remember me eating in my in-laws' house. Many years now. 20 years. I've never eaten in my in-laws' house before. Their food is nice, but anytime my in-law cooks and brings to my house, every food in the house goes away, I eat my mother-in-law's food. I like her food. But I've never gone to a house for her to lay me a table in the presence of my enemies to eat before. I can't eat with my father-in-law on the same dining table. Then my mother and my father-in-law is having a bottle of beer. And me to have a bottle of water.
He drinks, you drink.
My father-in-law goes to sit at a certain bar. Then will call me. Father, in junction, 5 junction. In my town road fuel, but one local. Then I drive and go and say to my father-in-law, I'm down. Hey, Kalu. But this is becoming normal.
Right.
So change, let conflict resume. What's the conflict? You were nice with your mother-in-law. When you wear nails, you send a woman who wore your nails to go to your mother-in-law's house to go and do the same, and you pay. Stop fooling. Lebanon is going to be trouble this week. This bro. Anytime you go and give gift to your mother-in-law at Christmas, not because it's coming from your husband, you are doing in Shushenimu.
But counselor, you see, some in-laws, even after receiving that of your husband, I think some of them are like, okay, now no sooner there were he.
Why dear?
The wife.
Anytime your mother-in-law asks you now, what dear were he? Don't be angry. She's asking to be sure whether you are aware of the things they are bringing. Man, Pacho,
they are coming. I see.
What's the buyer? You should be more asresre for no business now. Then I would bring me with money in any one Brazil. Man, Shebo. And a man, son, a brother, and I as a Siano. I ever say Bisa, and Tinakabaya and Kama. Miss Rawo. Then I'll pay Bruny. Hey, Jajimiano. The only person you can ask her, what do you want for Christmas? Is your mother. When my mother is coming to visit us, I see stress on the face of my wife. Changing bed sheets, mopping places, changing napkins, changing towels. I feel so sad for her when mother is coming to our house. So much waste of groceries. They will buy more things in the house because they don't know what my mother will come and ask to eat. But when I see that my mother-in-law is coming, my wife doesn't even think there's anybody coming to the house. I see it. When she tells me, Mommy is coming Thursday. And the reason why she has to tell me before she comes is that, so that when I'm entering the house, I know that I have an August visitor in my house.
Exactly.
So you need to inform your husband. The reason why I tell my wife when my mother is coming is not to ask permission, but so that she can prepare that her competitor will not come and meet her in the wrong way. But as for mother-in-law, I want to know so that when I come to the house, I know there's a visitor. When I'm sleeping, my mother-in-law comes. My wife comes to inform me that mommy is in the house. So that I don't come out of my room with my morning coat or my boxer shorts with my erected penis in the morning. These are protocols. Simple. These are simple things. I see it. Her mother is coming. And I'll go to the guest room and say, you've not changed the bed sheet. He said, for what? He said, my mother, your mother is coming here. He said, what's your problem? Formally, I thought if the mother comes to our house and the house is unkept, the mother will blame me. But I went quick back to my head. Your daughter is the one managing the home. So when you come, the cushions are dirty. You come, the floor is dirty.
Blame your daughter.
It tells you that your daughter is not doing well.
Right.
But when you come and the microwave is spoiled, you come, the blender is spoiled. You come, the washing machine is not working. You come, there's no credit. You come, there's no water. That is where I learned that I am disgracing myself in the sight of my mother-in-law.
Okay.
But when the house is unkept, it is her daughter who is supposed to take care of the house. When there's no food in the kitchen, the standard is that before your telecards, before you take the last bottle of water, please tell daddy, water is finished.
Okay.
So when there's no water in the house, you won't blame me. My sister, managing mother-in-laws this Christmas, don't waste your energy because you think you have a child. And I believe it. So I want somebody to take on. If you allow your mother-in-law to cook in the house for you and your children and your husband, among all women, I repeat, you are stupid. I know this content has gone very high. I promised I was just going to do 20 minutes. We have just about 5 minutes to wrap up. Let me know. There are too many messages.
Yeah.
The young ones are learning. And I think that it is high time I sit down. Because you see, the questions you ask, they are not, what do you call it? Script questions for you.
No.
They are realities.
Yeah.
And viewers, watch it. You see, Lebanon, maybe through friends, maybe through conversations, maybe through social media, she might have heard some of the things I am saying. Maybe, I'm just using maybe. Or maybe as she sits, she has tasted the bitter side of the mother-in-law. And all along, she thinks the mother-in-law is bad. There is no bad mother-in-law. There's no bad mother-in-law, wife.
Counselor, some even call them monster-in-law.
No. There's no monster mother-in-law. There's no monster-in-law. If you don't know how to manage her, then she become a monster for you. Hey, even my siblings, the way my mother treats me, I have some girls. When I bring the two of them here, you'll be jealous of me. My siblings, I have two girls. Those two girls, hey, Catherine and Filipina, they are the biggest baddie in their life, as if they are the only person who have a brother in the world. And even my mother, when my mother is addressing me, they get even offended the way my mother treats me.
I see. Are you the only guy?
Yes, I'm the only son of my mother.
I see.
And they tell my mother, if my mother has 5,000 Ghana cedis right now, and you ask her, she says she doesn't have money, go. When I come, no, she'll say, they came to ask me for money. I have 5,000. Take it. Whilst we believe that the daughters rather have that flow with them. So maybe my siblings, Isaac, even my siblings, they have a problem with my mother when it comes to me. Even they. How much more you, my wife? Don't ever live a life expecting that your mother-in-law will love you like the way he loves your husband. Lebanon is an error. It's an error. I only seen the nice thighs of Lebanon. Lebanon, can I see your legs? Very colorful in the video. That's all Ike is doing. Viewers, I will disturb him until he buys a house. Look, I have a reason why I feel I can marry 10 women at the same time. And I'm saying this not in the form of bragging, but I'm telling you, the heart I have, I am not just a survivor, but I know how to manage in-laws. Look, every wife watching me, your rival is not that beautiful girl you see around your husband.
Right.
Your first rival is your mother-in-law. So don't befriend her. Don't make her your friend.
Okay.
Look, if your kitchen is where your power is, control the kitchen.
Okay.
That is why a qualified husband will not marry you and take you to a family house. where you are sharing the same kitchen with your mother. Do you know why? Because imagine my mother, after cooking jollof rice, will remove red pants and put on the jollof for my father. Should my wife go and see this?
No.
That's what I'm saying, that imagine this video, whether it is acted or what. That video is sent to my mother by a friend. Who named the AC? Obani Jirino video be a bremi. Then my mother will call me, George Lutrot, to have a discussion on what my wife has done. Me, George.
Some will not even call, they'll come straight to the house.
To come and attack who? Hey, that my mother will come to my house and come and address my wife, not through me. Let me tell you something funny that happened. So my mother was supposed to come to us and she said she wanted to come early at dawn so that she would get to the house early. She didn't want to get driver. So she came home. And it was a weekend. We went for a program Thursday. So my wife was sleeping. And when I heard the door, I know it's my mom. So my small girl opened mommy, grandma came. And before I saw, my mother is sweeping. She's dusting and sweeping the house. So my wife heard it and alerted me. I said, don't go out. Stay in the room. I will stop the cleaning services now. I went to ask my mother, what is she cleaning? In my mother, she has something in my house. I went to ask her, in her local language, what are you cleaning? What are you sweeping?
That's not your job.
We sweep this house every 3 weeks. It's not yet 3 weeks. Stop sleeping. He said, hey. He asked me, hey, what the house are you planning to dust? Is it not dust I'm having? I said, it is my instruction. Leave the dust on the TV. Is that why you came here this early morning? He said, oh, I came to you. I said, nobody needs you as a house help.
I see.
Are you hungry? Listen to what she said. Oh, it's only some tea I'll drink. I said, wait, they'll come and do it for you. Because even me, I can't go and do tea for my mother in our kitchen. So that is when my wife came out. My wife didn't come and tell me, oh, man, oh, please stop. I will do it myself. No, don't do that.
It's wrong to do that.
Hey! Your mother-in-law has come to see dust. And you go and collect the duster from her in your house. You are finished. But she doesn't have right to do what she came to do in the house.
Yeah.
She has a good heart. She realized that my wife has delivered. Where we live is far. She's tired. And she has the energy. She has come. And with the children, she wants to clean. But what she's doing, I saw insult in it. Ladies and gentlemen, 26 December is the date. Bayes Lodge, Spintex at Junction Mall is the venue. Orgasm Conference is the program. Lebene has not attended one before.
I'm going to attend.
I'm not too sure she'll come because when you give her invitation, she doesn't really fulfill the invitation. But it is the Orgasm Conference 2022. And no matter what you are going through, whether your in-law is fighting you, one of the things you should never do, never exchange words with your in-law.
Right.
Don't become common in the sight of your mother-in-law or even your father-in-law. All the in-laws don't become common in their sight. When there are funerals, hide. When there are naming ceremony, hide. The hide means make yourself respected in the place. Once you go to the family house, next week I'll teach you. Go and greet. Live a life that they will admire who you are. If you are watching me as a wife and you have some concoction you put in the food of your husband, please continue. Don't stop. Please don't stop. If you are watching me and you have some particular pant, like a red pant the woman used, that you use to pass on your husband's food, please don't stop. Even if you have something you are using to give to your husband to die, please don't stop. But remember, nobody will want to marry a widow. Do what you can to make your marriage work by yourself. There's nothing anybody can do to keep their marriage, except what you can do to keep yourself in the marriage. So stop fighting others and learn how to be in a marriage. Thank you very much for being part of my show today.
Okay.
Once again, let me apologize for all the breaking transmission. It was a technical hitch, and we hope you had this few 20 minutes better than the other ones that have come. My name is Counselor George Lutrot. I was hosted by one of the beautiful living. Too many messages we're able to read.
Yes.
But I'm happy most of you are learning. And learn, because knowledge is power.
Let me quickly say a very big thank you. Shout out to Sonia Bimpon. She's watching from Belgium. She's followed you for some time now.
Oh, Sonia.
So she's always watching.
Wow.
Together with her husband, they are all in Belgium.
Thank you very much in Belgium. I'm trying to come to Belgium this next year, 2023. Next year, 2020, I'm trying to do some few places I've not been to. You know, I like only one country, and I like going to that country. The country that if you don't be there before, going to heaven will become difficult for you. Google and you'll find it. But thank you very much for coming to watch me today. I'm grateful for being here. I know knowledge is not in one man's head, but the things I say, they are only in my head. And one day, like Lebene is telling me, I should write a book.
Of course.
I will.
It's much
I will,
needed.
because I have about 80 years to live, so that those books can do the rest of the things for me.
Exactly.
So diasporadates.com, you can call 0242 907 335 0242 907 335 www.diasporadates.com. And if you want to reserve tickets for the Orgasm Conference, 0277 609 644 0277 609 644. Echo Blanson, may your soul rest in perfect peace. Tomorrow we'll go and then leave you alone in the graveyard, and you will see how death is. You see how you are dead and gone. Echo, these sexy eyes, you are going to the grave with it. You've left all these women for us. We will use them, Echo. Let your ghost know that we'll use them as you are going. Don't do anything to kill yourself, because the women, we are taking them away. Good night, good morning, good evening. I'll see you again on the flip side. It's been yours truly.
Right.
Counselor Lutrot.
Tonga Tali.
Tonga Tali, yes, it's Tonga Tali. These days, I don't know. Let me do quickly Tonga Tali before I leave. Tonga Tali is still in the building. We have it here. Tonga Tali capsules, Tonga Tali ginseng coffee. All you need is Tonga Tali. Machona Total filling station. Go and order yours right now. Tonga Tali ginseng coffee. These are for men. And once you go for men, you get it. Tonga Tali. Tonga Tali. They are proud sponsors of Orgasm Conference this year. The same way we have the Tonga Tali Abs tea for women who are beautiful but they've lost their libido. You know, people have lost their libido. They should go for this one, and it will give them up again. If your tummy is big like my own, you need green tea. This is it. Also, Tonga Tali family. Go for it. If you're in America and you think that your weather is too cold, all you need is this. Ginger honey chips. Ginger honey chips. 862-215-2007. 862-215-2007. All you need to do is send a WhatsApp and we'll send a delivery to your house. And if you're in Ghana, it's 0277-609-644. God bless you wherever you are. You've been very supportive. You've been very, very supportive. And I love you for being supportive to my product. God bless all of you. Remember, diasporadates.com. www.diasporadates.com. 0242 907 335 0277 609 604. I am out of here. I'll see you at the Orgasm Conference. If you want tickets, call me right now on 0277 609 604. If you're from America, Belgium, anywhere coming for reservation, call me. Let me get a hotel for you before you come. Good night. I'll see you again. Lebene, once again, I'm grateful. Thank you.
Thanks for having me. Richie way. Oh.